Alright, winner bracket final. Yumiko Fly on Ancient Isles. Remo's gonna join me for the cast. Amazing to hear that. It's of course 0-0. The winner of this best of 3 is gonna go into the playoffs, and he will meet Moon, Shishi, Infi, and TH for $6,000 in this tournament. In the upper left, we have the current world champion, winner of WCA 2015 in the finals against Yoss. Fly100% finally was able to break the curse that hit the Chinese scene that only human players could win tournaments. Nope, he is there as well, and he is there in full force. Yesterday, a strong performance by the best Orc player, maybe, together with Lin versus Vila. But what can he accomplish against Yumiko? He was starting here, the winner of the NWL in the bottom right, spawning in blue. He is kind of like the fan favorite. He was the one keeping the scene alive, and when it was super down, he started to cast, he started to organize his own tournaments. But now, since everything is back and healthy again, he can focus on games. And we saw it on the Twitter account of W3 Arena that he was there in the venue 2 hours early to practice, to get used to the environment. And I will give you the player cams of Fly and Yumi. So a little adjustment here. But I think the stream is kind of lagging from time to time, but I think it will be alright. So unfortunately we have to do this over and over again every day. It doesn't save the settings, but here we go now. Yumiko, of course, with a militia creep, with an archmage first, and he will get ready for a tower push. This is the tactics that we are used from the Chinese humans versus Orc. They always go for this tower push. It worked pretty well in the recent past against Fly, but Yumiko was struggling against ZDR in the WCA qualifier number 1 in the semi-final. He lost against this up-and-coming Orc that we saw yesterday, losing 3-2 versus 120. Of course, Fly is going for the Blade Master, but let's see what his preparations are. Very, very defensive shop here. Yumiko aggressive right from the start, trying to cancel this burrow and keep Fly's supply stuck. It is a 1 burrow tech, I guess. This burrow is finished, but he might get the second one. So Fly can get his second hero, can get a few more units out, but the pressure is real. Mass repair coming in, but he's not able to get it, to repair it, to hold it, because there's a second water elemental joining in, and now he's going for the shop. This is a disastrous early game for Fly so far. There will be a second water elemental or another water elemental very, very soon, and he will be able to cancel the shop as well. There's no reaction, there's no grunt to block things. Really, Fly is playing without a grunt here, right? There must be one somewhere. He's using him to creep, and he has to be so careful with his Blade Master. There it is, level 2 and Wand of Illusion, but he has no shop. He has no shop. He cannot heal up for quite some time. Yumiko's preparation absolutely paying off in the early stages of this game. His tier 2 tech is finished. You have the lumber mill to get the guard towers. And what else do you need? Is he going for a Beastmaster? Yes, he is. Additional summons, additional damage, and he will encounter a Blade Master with less than 100 HP, getting wrecked by this Ogre Mauler at the moment. And this should be child's play for Yumiko. But what can the Blade Master do? But also the Grunt is damaged. The shop will not come up again! And this might be a very, very short game in favor of Yumiko. He has no tower support at the moment. The Shadow Hunter just started, and there is no units for Yumiko as well. There's not even a barracks. There is not even a barracks, no footman support whatsoever. A very, very fast tech, and he catches Fly off guard completely with it. Going not for the Blade Master, but continue to pressure the burrow to keep him supply stuck. Only now shooting those fireballs in the direction of the Blade Master. The next one, but there is another Windwalk, so he can escape. Dust being used! And that hit won't be enough. He needs 2 more, and the Blade Master will have boots most likely. He sells something. Yes, has the boots. Gets away without murder, but only 24 HP remaining. Another pressure to the shop, and it has been cancelled for the 3rd time. Amazing play by Yumi. Can Fly get a Shadow Priest or something? He's not even trying to go for it. But the Shadow Hunter is out, and so things get a little dicey for the Beastmaster. Here, reveal, and he turns around, and he almost gets the blade. But there's the Beastmaster. He has to go for the right clicks. Quilby is being summoned. Additional hits. Oh my god. It's so close, but what can he do? What can he do? The Beastmaster is coming from the right. The Quilbeasts are coming from the left. And finally, no! He's going into Windwalk. No reveal at the moment. Where's the Archmage? He has another load of dust, but he's so far away. And now the Beastmaster is stuck on this main base. If Fly can turn this around, this would be absolutely marvelous. He's trying to go for the hero kill, but the right clicks of the Beastmaster, will they be enough? The Quilbeasts hit, and this control of the Blademaster is absolutely nuts! Killing, the Beastmaster, but finally the Quilbeast is finishing the job. Oh my godness! What an early game on Ancient Isles. Are you kidding me? This is insane. This is insane. This is Gold Championship Series. Both players, of course, they know each other for such a long time. They've been players from Mouse Sports together. Actually, Fly brought Yumiko in back then. And everybody was laughing at Yumiko because his performances were so bad in WC3L. In the meantime, Fly was wrecking everyone. Left, right, and center. But who's laughing now? Who is laughing now? Yumiko is coming. Level 2.5. 3 ivory towers, even a heal potion. He's investing a lot, but no footman. That could change the outcome of this tower push. A lot of militia support. The Beastmaster is back. The Blademaster was level 2, so it's gonna take him some time to get back on the battlefield. 2 guard towers immediately updated. And he's going for the SH. He's trying to get some damage done, trying to cancel the healing, but no. The first Headhunter for Fly as well. He has, of course, the Warmill to do so. But will it be enough? Will it be enough to fight against only casters? No blockers here. Blademaster is out of the altar. Level 3 for him. And he has a good damage output with that Gloves of Haze. Getting the second pass out now. The Micro of Yumiko not good enough to save him. But of course he only wants to buy time for the towers. Repair is coming. But he has to cancel the third one here. One has to come through, otherwise this tower rush will most likely fail. Blademaster once again down to a very low amount of HP. But 2 towers are cancelled. The third one, mass repair now, but the damage seems to be too high. Yes, the repair is not enough. Towers have been cancelled, all 3 of them. Great defense by Fly so far. He's going for the Beastmaster again. There is Hex. One more. Heal potion since there's a shop now. Can Yumiko keep up the pressure? There's a Kodo Beast coming. Of course, the 10% damage will be so great, but the Grunt is dying. And once this Beastmaster hits level 2, he will have constant vision on everything. He will be able to detect the Blademaster even in Windwalk. But now a little more defensive position for the next tower that's coming up. He's trying to get the guard tower up for the second time, and it's working so far. But Fly will move out. No potion anymore on his heroes. Sorcerer is down, so no slow at the moment. Level 2 on the Shadow Hunter. Heal wave available, and this tower is down without any repair possible. The damage output of Fly is absolutely great, but can he keep up his Blademaster? This time no mana because of the Windwalk here. Speed Scroll even being used. Oh my god, he's dancing on his own knife's edge. Heal potion. Once again, the Headhunter is down. That lowers the damage output. Blademaster has some healing, but needs to be cancelled. He's not doing that at the moment. The Raiders are doing a great job, but finally the first tower is up. The repair, still not sufficient enough. He's getting the Kodo Beast. That's a nice thing. So now that the first guard tower is up, things are a lot easier for Yumiko. The repair works better. The Grunt is dead. Level 3 on the Archmage. He will have mana for a Water Elemental on level 2 very, very, very soon. Slow wears off. The tower still being repaired. Level 2 on the Beastmaster. Hawk available now, but he's low on mana. But Fly is struggling so hard. What a game to open the day. What a game to open the day. More towers, more support from the main base of Yumi. The end snare a little too late here. Beastmaster has a potion. That one potion that might save him in the end. Invisible Quill Beast. To cancel the healing, I suppose. Back in the base. But Fly is kind of stabilizing, coming with another catapult. But the towers are crawling forward. And this time I don't think Fly has the forces to cancel them for the third time. The pressure seems to be too high. And once the barracks is down, there's only one catapult. Of course, it's super efficient against all the casters, but he can send in summons all over. There is no Dispel for Fly. There's no Spirit Walker. There's nothing. No Purge from Shamans or something. So he can't get rid of those summons here. Yumiko is moving forward. The second tower is up. The third tower is almost done. And how will Fly react to this? Can he react to this? He will be supply stuck soon, but the Beastmaster is in trouble again. Blade Master as well, heal wave, rattling through the units, but for how long? Another potion being bought. He's investing so much into drinks here. Of course, the summons cancel the healing over and over and over again, so heal selves are not really an option. Yumiko is playing this almost flawlessly. And now Fly is supply stuck. No reinforcements, no raiders anymore. Can he get a burrow up? Can he get a burrow up? Of course, Yumiko still hoping to get his big first offline win. Is this the time here at Gold Championship Series? He would make a big step towards that goal. The altar is down. But he cannot attack the stronghold so far. Of course, Fly has no chance of moving out of his base at the moment, but he's still mining gold. He has still some time and some space to get the burrows back. For how long is the question. Next raider is dying. The use of the summons is really, really good. Of course, it kind of feeds the heroes of the orc, but it's so worth it, man. Getting a raider, maybe even a second one, and cancelling the healing. That's the most important part. Cancel the healing, cancel the regen. Now the potion had to be used. And Yumiko is up at 47 food with 4 towers. And more are coming. Hits towards the catapult now. Yumiko has to be careful about this. Archmage is diving in. There is a hex available, so don't move out too far. Can Fly somehow get out of this headlock? I doubt it. I doubt it. Yumiko is moving in, diving into the base. First catapult is down. Second one has to be careful, but the Archmage is in trouble. Oh, nice invis being casted there. There was a heal potion and a town portal on top of things, so there was never a real risk. Repair on that catapult. That's the thing that keeps him in the game, but there won't be a second one. The caster slowly but steady killing the barracks, and so there's no production building anymore for the orc. He has to fight with what he has now. He's trying to get the barracks back up, but I think this will be enough to kill it in the end. Yes. Can he go for a hero kill somehow? He's going for the Beastmaster. Critical strike. That Invis. Invis. Such a high value for Yumiko in this game. He knows there's a small chance for Fly to get back into this game, and that is hero kills. But that's his safety mechanism. Can he get a unit out? I doubt it. Invis on the Quill Beast again. He sees the healing and he stops it again. Well done. Well done. Barracks is down. The Beastery is down. The barracks is building here. But for how long is the question? I don't think... I think for much longer. The towers are finally attacking the stronghold. Yes, there is some damage, and Yumiko might need a scroll of regeneration. But now that the shop is down, no potions anymore. Can he get a quad kill here? Ah, Yumiko is not microing in time, saving one though. But 53 versus 29 it is. And this is just too much for Fly. It's just too much for Fly. What can he do? No Windwalk anymore. He's tanking all the hits here. Speed scroll to save him for maybe the last time. GG! GG by Fly, and that is 1-0 for Yumiko. We see the end of the game here again, and after 15 minutes, we have the first winner of the first game. I'm calling Remo now to get him on the line as well. And there he is. Welcome, my friend, and sorry for not knowing that you cast with me.
Well, I'm gonna be there for the remaining games. You just forgot, man. How can you forget?
I'm sorry.
Well, anyways, we're gonna continue on with two of us now for the remaining games we have. And what a first game by Yumi, dude. I watched the game here on stream, and Fly got completely caught off guard. Fly, he was basically the Orc player who found the best answers to the common tower rush, which is 1 borrowed tech, no boots of speed, save all your resources for the tier 2 defense with Kodo Beasts and Headhunters and everything, and for that timing it really works well. But the thing is, Yumiko never got a barracks. He got a lumber mill instead, super fast tech, and the cancellation of the shop. Like, Fly was totally caught off guard. He was also playing pretty passively, I feel, in the early game. He was creeping to level 2 and only then maybe trying to look for the Archmage. But of course with militia support you have an easier time creeping up to level 2 yourself early on. And then Yumiko being aggressive all the time with level 2 Archmage. He never cared about getting the Archmage to level 3. And the tower push was hitting so quickly, much quicker than usual. And of course the Blade Master kill, because of there being no shop, that was just perfectly executed. And I don't know if Fly, after that game, of course he got surprised in that game, no barracks and stuff. But I don't know what the perfect answer here is, but he's gonna have to find an answer, because it seemed like he got totally outplayed.
Yeah, that was... I saw it a bit too late, but of course, skipping the barracks gives you so much more resources. And Remo, you have to change the color, please. Because you're occupying the blue color.
If they give me a slot, I'm gonna go for it. Oh, I got kicked.
Yeah. Alright. Next map is gonna be Melting Valley. Oh boy. What epic games have we seen human versus orc on Melting Valley, man. This is not the usual map at this matchup. This is where we can expect Mountain King first, Mass Griffins, and from the Orcish side a tier 3 tech, maybe with an Alchemist third.
That is what we saw a lot of years ago, but I haven't seen it in a long time. And thinking about Yumiko and in general the Chinese humans nowadays, do they still like to play this playstyle first of all, and do they still think it's good? Of course, what they also like to do is tower rush, and that's the big thing about Melting Valley. The distances from main to main are ginormous. Like, it takes so long to get over there, so that discourages a tower rush right off the bat. But maybe they think about the metagame and the MK Mass Griffin stuff, and they don't like it anymore. You know, it's been a lot of years, and we haven't seen it that much. But he could go for it, of course, because Fly will most likely not be very well, you know, in practice against this certain strategy.
True that. And yeah, let's take a look at the W3 Arena Twitter feed, because we get some new pictures. Here, is it here? Nope. Wait a second. Twitter.com/w3arena.net. The game starts here, I guess. I hope this all goes well. And here we see Yumiko with the Frostmourne sword. Nice to see him smile with Chatwin. And yeah, of course, Ugri Lion. And there's the first picture of Foggy with his own zipper, practicing like crazy, I suppose. But yeah, let's go in-game. We have Fly and Yumiko for map number 2.
Alright, map number 1, Yumiko playing something new, something unexpected, without the barracks, without any footman, just Archmage, quick level 2, fast harass, cancel the shop over and over, keep the orc down as much as you can, have a super fast tech, and then finish off the game. with a quick tier 2 tower push. This, however, is Melting Valley. Huge map, absolutely massive. There's tons of creep camps here, there's expansions, 2 of them for each player basically, and a lot of distance between the 2 bases. Now, Neo was pointing towards it beforehand. We saw a lot of MK back in the day, but against Orc we really haven't seen him in a long time in today's metagame. And seems like we're gonna have to wait a little longer until we see the man with a hammer again, because it's gonna be the Archmage here once more.
Indeed, he starts with an Archmage, and I'm wondering if he doesn't remember the Griffin play or if he just feels safer with the Archmage, and because that points towards casters. Obviously, if you play Griffins and you don't really need the Brilliance Aura at all. So maybe this is another tower rush, maybe this is a more usual tier 2 play, but maybe he's tricking Fly with that. Maybe Fly expects the usual Griffin stuff and Mountain King stuff, and that is something out of the box again for Yumiko.
Do you remember back in the Griffin days here in Melting Valley, was it a tier 1 expansion for Human or a tier 2 expansion?
I think it was a tier 1.
I think so too, because you need a lot of resources early. And the thing is, we haven't seen a tier 1 expansion work against Orc in a long time, because Orcs have been getting so aggressive and devoting their grunts to the aggression as well. And if they think that there's going to be an early expo, they're going to not go for the 1 borrow tech. So going for the expo is very dangerous against Orc nowadays, it seems. It doesn't really seem to work anymore. Maybe with that knowledge in mind, with that knowledge that, yeah, fast expanding against Orc, that worked in the past, doesn't work anymore. Maybe that's the reason behind there not being Griffins. Because for the Griffins you need a huge economy, and you probably need 2 expos, probably 1 on tier 1. So maybe the thinking is, alright, that's not possible anymore, so that strat was very strong in the past, yes, but today's Orcs, they know how to deal with it, they know how to stop that strategy in its tracks, and yeah, maybe today it's just not an option anymore.
Fly scouted this, he sees, alright, there's an Archmage, maybe this is something different here. He's freeing up his natural expansion, which is pretty easy to creep, and he sets up a shop in the middle of the map, so the pressure will be a lot higher because the way from expansion to shop will be shorter than to the main base, obviously. And if Yumiko decides to expand here, this will have great value for Fly.
Yeah, when we take a look inside Fly's base, he's been going for the 1 borrow tech so much, but not here. Not on Melting Valley. This time he's taking later, he's gonna have more grunts. So that means his early game presence is going to be stronger. So if there is supposed to be an expansion attempt, Yumiko would have a really hard time. Of course, this makes him a little bit more vulnerable to the tower rush, but again, the distances between the 2 bases are a lot of space to cover, so he should feel fairly safe from this. I mean, it's not like a tower rush can never work, but it's of course more difficult. And look at the militia train heading out of the main base, despite there being a tech. Is he gonna play this Night Elf style? Teching and expanding? Nah, it seems like it's just solely for creeping.
Yeah, but once again, he's using not 5 militia or something, but this is the thing we saw yesterday, that he goes for 7 or even more militia to creep this, losing a lot of lumber in the process. In the meantime, Fly is going for the shops. Of course, it's the same situation as it is on Turtle Rock, where we spawn a Watcher Ward here. Level 2.5, and the Pendant of Energy, a great item for any second hero that Fly can choose. So yeah, this is no expansion, tech, we see the lumber mill, this is a tower rush.
It could also be the Yaws playstyle. Just get early level 3, get map control, get the MK, and then play 1 base versus 1 base. I mean, the humans from China don't seem to like that playstyle that much, but of course Yumiko was there for WCA when Yaws was hitting his stride. And he was there actually kind of impressed by Yaws. He was talking to him and like, man, you play so well. And I think he must have been surprised by how well this 1 base map control strategy that Yaws was playing versus human worked, versus Orc I mean. Because it seems like in the past the humans from China always said like, alright, either I need to get an advantage through an expansion, or I need to kill you with a tower rush. I can't play this, you know, standard against Orc. But Yaws, he showed him that it's possible. Maybe he's gonna adapt to this because tower rush, alright, there's a lumber mill, but that might just be for lumber purposes. Doesn't have to be towers.
Okay, yeah, we see Double Arcane Sanctum here. The shop got cancelled, and we see the Blood Mage. Your prediction, absolutely correct. This is what Yaws played against Fly. And yeah, the caster curse kind of hit me when the Archmage bought the staff, so that was, of course, the point for us to see, okay, this is gonna be harass. But yeah, Blood Mage, we haven't seen that a lot from Infi, TH versus Orc. But you're right, Yumiko getting taught by a German, by Jaws, how to play this sometimes. And I'm very, very excited to see the Blizzard Flamestrike combo again.
Yeah, that's so strong when you head into like 70 supply. You have high-level heroes, you have the Blizzard and the Flamestrike, of course, Orc, everything is slowed. And there's a big front line, there's breakers not taking damage from it. But we have also seen the Blood Mage struggle if he doesn't find the levels, if he's not being microed really, really well. And you said it before, Yumiko, by the way, the Archmage, man, in trouble right now. He has to go for the Banish first. Probably would have preferred the Siphon Mana, but he has to use Banish to save his Archmage. But the Blade Master with a double Pendant of Energy, man, he has so much mana. I think he might be able to get this kill in the end. Is he gonna go for it, or does he not want to risk this around on his own first hero? He's thinking about it, but nah. Alright, he's giving up.
We know that he tends to be acrobatic with his first hero, but not this time. He doesn't want to risk it. Level 3 hero, of course, has a great value. Takes almost 2 minutes to get him back. So this mana all goes to waste, but if he transfers it over to the Shadowhunter, he will have so much mana, so much healing, and on top of things, Mantle of Intelligence, and if you can use it, Wand of Mana Stealing. This is actually temporary counter to the Blood Mage, I feel, for Siphon mana, if you can get 50 mana back.
Actually a good point. Before the Blood Mage hits like level 3, level 4, he does struggle with mana himself, because Banish is pretty expensive, and if you micro against the Siphon mana, he can run out of that mana. And of course, Blood Mage, he's not like a Blade Master or Demon Hunter, he relies on the mana, he's not a right clicker or anything. And here, maybe now a tier 2 expansion, but this might still just be for creeping the militia support. And nice banish usage, so Yumiko, he seems to be familiar with the Blood Mage by what we're seeing so far.
Indeed, his Blood Mage control is great, and of course on LAN, you can play the Blood Mage a lot better with the right timings. With less ping, it's 0 ping obviously. Blade Master's getting the last hit, Blade Master's getting, oh, not the item, was a clause of attack, so nice steal by Yumiko. And now there's no mana anymore. Is the damage enough? I don't think so.
I was getting scared there for a second. He still gets away with 90 HP, so he had a little bit more room to work with. But yeah, you said it. He's being acrobatic at times and has to be careful here. Now here come the towers. So it seems like Yumi is gonna go for the tier 2 expansion, but a peon is already moving out. Seems like Fly is more than happy to take this to the late game.
Indeed. Do we see a tier 3 tech? No, we don't. We have a lumber mill though for the Kodo Beast. Raiders are coming, and there's a counter expansion. So in the end, this might turn out to be a very long game, a very tech intensive game. But so far, both players are staying on tier 2, trying to get more resources here. Level 2 on the Blood Mage, and we see Siphon mana immediately. That doesn't mean that we won't see Blizzard Flamestrike, but he had to invest 2 Tombs of Retraining, and that seemed to be a little too much.
Of course, with an expansion you have quite a bit of economy. Now I imagine Yumiko is thinking, alright, he scouted my creep, he scouted my expo, he knows I'm gonna go for the late game, go for the expo. He must have the opportunity in his mind that he can just counter expand. So maybe he would like to cancel this expansion, and it seems like he's going over there right now. But the SH man is already level 3 with 675 mana pool. So he cannot win a fight. It's absolutely impossible at the moment. And yeah, seems like Yumiko realizes this and he's like, alright, you're too strong right now. I can't cancel your expo, I'm gonna lose way too much. So alright, he's just gonna continue creeping himself. But now Fly heading out to the middle of the map. Maybe this is gonna result in the first big fight of the game as he's heading for the expo.
Yeah, of course, he wants to force this fight now. His hero levels are looking great. He has a heal scroll, he has a health stone. And we mentioned it, the heal wave over and over again. Will it hit the Orc heroes? Nice little answer here, but Banish saves him again, or her. Siphon mana on the Blade Master. He's out now, but he sees, alright, how much Siphon can I do versus this Shadowhunter? If Fly positions his second hero correctly, I don't see a chance for him. Double Berserker, by the way, for the damage. This is something that Focus kind of brought into the meta game here. Fly using it now to full effect.
I really like this choice, especially before there are breakers out. These are very effective, and he knows about the expo. He knows like the usual tier 2 army from Yumiko is slightly delayed, so these berserkers are very, very effective right now. And yeah, as I said before, Fly can win any fight at the moment. Yumiko has to evade the fights. How much damage can Fly get done here? He kills the shop. I imagine he has pillage already. He's researching it right now, as the orcs always do, always a little bit too late.
The shop kill is actually super big, because at the moment Yumiko cannot produce breakers.
Yep, that's correct, but he's creating a new one at the expansion, so the halt of production for breakers shouldn't be too long. But yeah, if he hits here with a critical timing, that might come into play, but it seems like Yumiko is holding very defensively, and Fly thinks, alright, I could win a fight easily, but you're not looking for the fight. I guess I use my map control to get some more creep camps. He's retreating right now to the left side of the map, where he could definitely find a good chunk more experience. But now Yumi is heading out, already heading into upkeep, 61 supply for him. Still seems to me that this is pretty ambitious. Only a single invul potion on him, no heal scrolls or anything of that nature. But he's gonna get a little bit more experience here himself.
He's going for level 4, obviously, for the level 2 Brilliance Aura, and the level 3 on the Blood Mage for 7 mana. Blade Master's not stealing anything. He's looking very, very healthy with 800 HP here with the 2 circlets on his hero. And I like how he swaps over the Mantle of Intelligence to get a little more mana points on his Blade Master to use maybe 1 Windwalk more. And some of experience here for Yumi, and he has level 4 and 3 now, what he so desired.
I think that's really the sweet spot with level 2 Brilliance Aura and the level 2 Siphon Mana. You have so much mana to work with, and if you do it well, you can drain the opposing heroes and you can banish and siphon all the time. Also, Blizzard already being seen here, but this is a very open area. I don't know if this is the best position for Yumi.
I don't think so, man, but the Raiders are falling at the moment. Level 4 on the Shadow Hunter, Banish on the Blood Mage. This is, of course, key to victory, lowering the damage of the Orc army with Banish. It's working for the second time and 7 mana, but he had to cancel it since his army needs a repositioning. Here's Hex, here's Ensnare, and the damage from the Blade. Level 4 for him, level 3 critical strike. And without the utility here, the second one, he cannot take this fight. He might even have to Town Portal out here. He's trying to create some space with more Blizzard, but the Hex comes in right on time, cancelling that channeling spell, and Yumi is losing unit after unit.
Yeah, he has so many Raiders. It's not a big problem to cancel the Blizzard when it's being cast, and now he's getting so many pickoffs. I wonder why Yumi is not TPing out of here. I think by this point it's pretty obvious he can't win a fight. Maybe he wants to buy back the Blood Mage at the tavern. He did so, in fact. He's very low now. No mana. Can Yumi get away here? He's gonna lose more units to Ensnare. Spellbreakers eating the Ensnare. The Raiders coming in as well. Is there a speed scroll, by the way, on the Orc side? Yes, there is. 2, in fact. But he wants to save them for critical situations, it seems. More and more breakers coming from the main. They might be good in armor types against the Raiders, but it's just too much, man. 96 supply for Fly at the moment, and only 69 supply, excuse me, not 96. And only 64 for Yumiko, but a lot of that stuff isn't here yet. It's still in the production. His army is just way too small. He's being driven across the map. And in the end, I think Yumiko did not know perfectly how to utilize the Blood Mage. It seemed like he took fights that he didn't necessarily, that he shouldn't have taken, and he didn't use the Blood Mage to its fullest potential, in my mind.
Yeah, but I think this wasn't really key to victory. Of course, not Town Portaling out was the deal breaker for Yumiko in the last couple of seconds here, but before that he was struggling as well. The item drops for Fly were amazing. The Blade Master was great. Of course, he lost some time because his Archmage was so low. So definitely Fly with a better end here on Melting Valley. This was a human map back then, so it's a kind of a good accomplishment for Fly here.
Yeah, but I think this may have actually turned around in today's meta game, because the mass expanding, the early expanding, human can still do it, but against Orc it's really hard, and against Fly you're gonna risk a lot if you go for that early expansion strategy. So yeah, interesting to see how the meta game is still shifting, or has changed from back then. It really seems like the Mass Griffins is too much of an all-in, first of all, and second of all, too easy to counter. I think if the Orc just commits to the expansion early on, with late tech, with a lot of grunts, with the Blade Master, with a Pimp Blade Master of maybe even double circlet if he sees the Expo coming. Yeah, I think it's better for Yumi to play this the normal way, but this gave so much space to the SH.
Remo,
It was so easy for him to creep.
Think of the color, please.
Think of the color, yeah. I changed it.
Did you?
I did. Yeah. No?
I don't think so. You're just dumb. Leave, please. Ah.
I am changing it to green, but nothing happens. Ah, there it is. There's a little bit of delay. I did change it, and then I switched position.
All right. So a little
Don't
commercial.
stress out, bro.
No, I don't. A little commercial on the Chinese stream. We see a very fancy Overwatch here commercial here. But yeah, this is only the first game of today, the first series which will be decided on Amazonia. And afterwards, we're going to have the loser of this game versus WFZ. We saw an epic best of 3 versus Yumiko and WFZ yesterday. So I can't wait for them to hit up again. But of course, Orc versus Undead would also be super great.
Do we know what the next map? Obviously, we're in the game, idiot. It's Amazonia.
Just said it's Amazonia.
This is a great map for Tower Rush, obviously. And
Yeah.
Yumiko really dismantled Fly earlier there. And also, ZDR... the game. Are you still in the game?
I am. Starting now.
Awesome, because I'm out.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna catch up via the Walk TV feature. But yeah, what I was
I
saying.
think the Chinese stream would be even better because it's just a 2-second delay or something.
Yeah, but it's laggy like crazy.
I think they're gonna rehost since Yumiko left the game as well. Two players are missing here, they say. Yumiko and you. So don't worry.
And maybe it was a bug that during the start two
That
players were
happens.
kicked.
Yeah. So some time for us to go into the W3 Arena Twitter account again. There it is. Okay, Foggy is giving some expert analysis here. Of course, Ugriline is talking with him, and he said 2 pendants of mana of energy on the Shadow Hunter was impossible to face for Yumiko in Game 2. So yeah, man, I would love to get my hands on that Frostmourne sword. There's one on eBay, by the way, for $250. So if you want to do me a favor, buy it for me.
That's not that expensive though. I mean, for Frostmourne sword.
Yeah. So go! It's on the US eBay, I guess. I cannot close my Warcraft somehow. Okay, now it's working again.
Alright. Amazonia being the next map. Yeah, ZDR as a big surprise. Are you in the game? Yeah, you are.
Yes.
As a big surprise, taking out Infi and making it look easy. This is again gonna be the case. But honestly, Yumiko, I think he's looking so strong at the moment. Last game on Melting Valley, a very rare occasion where this does not happen. He did not look so strong, but I think this is in large parts to the map, honestly. SH getting level 3 so easily is gonna be a lot harder here.
True that. Amazonia not very nice to... Oops, what am I doing here? Amazonia not very nice to the second hero in terms of leveling. And we go in game. What? Oh?
It seems like Yumiko is going for the same strategy of map number 1 again. He's speed building his Altar of Kings and might be following up without a barracks here once more. Because this is of course not standard. If you go for the standard barracks play, you don't speed build the altar. So maybe fast harass, fast tower rush again. Is Fly gonna know what to do this time?
He didn't have that much time to think about it though. Of course, throughout the game, you're not really supposed to do it, and then Melting Valley hit where it was an entire different situation. But he will be scouting this, and we see the barracks this time. So it's just a faster hero, but still followed up by Footman.
Interesting. So he's really switching up the builds. Game number 1, no barracks. Game number 2, pretty much complete standard. And game number 3, going for fast altar. Kind of reminiscent of StarCraft, how he's mixing up the builds so much. So he's really keeping Fly on his toes. Question is, how's Fly going to counter? Is it going to be the one borrow tech again? Amazonia would certainly make you think that he should go for that.
Yeah, I agree, and we only see one burrow at the moment, of course. Oh, there's the second one. So he's playing it a little more safe, in the early game at least. But this seems to be a little advantage for Yumi. I really don't know.
Depends. If Yumi decides to go for quick harass with the Archmage level 2 and there's more grunts there to defend, I think he should be able to defend his other burrows, should not take too much damage. So in those terms, it's going to be good to have a later tech. But the question is, how good is it really going to be upon tier 2, upon the tower rush? If we see a tower rush, maybe we won't, but I'm certainly expecting one.
Me too. Yumiko is going for the Sasquatch creep here, on the little orange one, and down goes the Sasquatch. This might be level 2. Whoa, Watcher Wards, great item for him. Blade Master, of course, selling the town portal, getting the circlet. Fly not skipping on that circlet as he skips on boots from time to time. And he's going for some item drops here. Of course, you can get him easy from the Berserkers. To no tech yet for Yumi. Needs some more lumber and more time for that. No lumber mill just yet, but a lot of peasants here.
Yeah, he took so many peasants to the creep camp, so that's going to delay his tier 2 by a lot. So I would be, with this choice of early game, would be surprised to see a Beastmaster Tower Rush, because the strength of the Beastmaster Tower Rush obviously is it hits really quickly. The tier 2 hero comes out immediately. If your tier 2 is early, he comes out even quicker, and then you can harass. But not this time. Look at the techs in comparison. The Orc is a decent bit ahead. Not necessarily what we're used to seeing. And the Archmage, he went for early level 2. I thought maybe he was going to go harass instantly upon level 2, just like on Ancient Isles. But no, he goes for level 2 with a lot of militia. Then he goes for another little camp. This seems like not perfectly thought out. I thought map number 1 was brilliant strategy-wise from Yumiko. Right here, it seems like he doesn't have the perfect answer. Of course, Amazonia is tiny. The Orc has a very easy time finding you here.
Yeah, and the Blade Master does so. He has no boots, as I mentioned. He likes to skip that. Usually the Orcs go for the shop at 19 and get the boots. But no, Fly kind of made it popular to skip the boots here. Still getting a few hits on the Archmage, keeping him low. Grunts are searching for militia creeps here, I guess. And he's just a little too early for that.
Yeah, if he had seen that, that would be a big achievement for him right now, but it seems like he is... Oh, maybe it was a trick by him. Maybe he sends the grunts away, wanting there to be a creep, and the wizard actually casts Lightning Shield on the rogue. These peasants are so hurt. This might be a slaughter.
Okay, first one dead. Oh, he's getting the creep here. He's sending all the militias back. First one is dead. Second one about to die. There it is, level 2 on the Blade Master. How many units can he block? He gets the third peasant. Oh boy, this is not looking good for Yumi. What can he accomplish? The grunts, of course, a lot more tanky. Can't get us around. Maybe he can steal the creeps that are left here for the Shadow Hunter, and that would, of course, delay the second hero's level 2, and that would delay heal wave. So it's not the worst reaction for Yumiko.
Yeah, also he got the one creep last hit there on the rogue with the Windwalk, so now he's level 2 thanks to this, and he got the Claws of Attack, so that creep tag of the militia, so worth it, man. 3 militia killed, 1 creep stolen, item taken, a very good item in fact, and now tier 2 finished. Tier 2 buildings coming. Yumiko still has to wait, like, I don't know, what is this, 30 seconds. Seems like it's gonna be too late for any cancellation. Is he gonna get level 3? It would be big! Was it stolen? I think it was, right?
I think it was too. Oh boy. Yumiko, the fan favorite. Not looking too strong here, and Fly gets kill after kill. Rising in levels, level 2.5 already without taking a single creep spot. Just a few single creeps to get the items there. Yumiko's trying to get to level 3 desperately with Militia Creep. He's hiding from the Blade Master now. He's so afraid. But he has a staff. And he has level 3 now. So this is what he wanted all along. Trying to harass something, but tier 2 is finished. We see Bestiary and Spirit Lodge almost finished. Shadowhunter's already on the field. He sees that with the Watch Award, so he knows what's going on. And all his plans are cancelled, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but it seems to me like he's a little clueless right now.
Yeah.
He's hiding down here in a corner. He's summoning water elementals. Alright, now he's moving out. But what's he gonna do? Tier 2 buildings are up. Burrows are all up. Alright, he's gonna try to kill a burrow, but of course double level 2 water elemental, but there's no Beastmaster here, there's no Quill Beast, there's only a single footman. Oh, there's the Beastmaster actually, but he is really late, so he's definitely gonna get the burrow, but the Orc is right around the corner, the SH is here, the Blade Master is here. Maybe a little slow on the repair here from the Orc, and the Grunts are still finishing the creep camp. This might be a little bit greedy, going for the Beastmaster right now. He's going to be in trouble. The Peon actually nicely blocking this. Very well done by the World Champion. The Burrow, though, will fall in the end, so he does find some damage.
Yeah, 2 burrows dead, Fly is supply stuck at the moment. Beastmaster is only level 1, so that's not the biggest of deals. How much time can he buy here? He's getting a Raider. Don't know if he has Ensnare yet, but the Lodge is coming through. He has Spirit Link now, and the Dispel upgrade is coming as well. So he can get rid of the summons this time compared to game 1, where he had no Lodge and no Dispel, and he could cancel the healing all over and over again. Level 2 on the SH now. The summons are all gone. Yumiko has to cancel this attack, but he bought some time.
Yeah, and he forced a lot of resources into repair, and now the Orc is supply stuck, and he's gonna be supply stuck for a really long time. With this Burrow finishing, he's still gonna be at the limit, and he still needs to gather some more resources for the next Burrow. So actually, this go was dealing way more damage than I anticipated, and I think Fly didn't expect this either, because he really didn't give any respect to the tier 2 push, because he knew it was going to be late, so maybe he thought, yeah, whatever, if you're going to push me, I'm going to easily fend it off. His units and his heroes were out on the map slightly to creep, and he kept the Grunts at the creep camp even though the harass was already hitting his base. So maybe Fly underestimating the situation a little bit.
Might be the case. The Archmage is going for the Sasquatch here. Nice experience and another set of Watch Awards. So Yumi has a lot of info. He placed the one here, has not been scouted in the middle of the base of Fly. So he always knows what units are coming and what frequency, how far along are the burrows. And Fly is replacing the burrows again in the same position where he built them at the first time to fight off a tower rush. But they're of course super exposed and might be killed for the second time.
But the really good thing for Fly here, even though he took a lot of damage, is he did get the experience on the SH in return. And now he's level 3 already when the tower push hits. And that's not what you want as the human at all. And Fly, maybe he's gonna be feeling confident. Of course, the army isn't quite there where he would like to have it, thanks to the damage he took. But the SH man, he's gonna be able to carry this fight if he takes a fight. But seems like for now, Fly is being patient, does not want to engage yet.
No ivory towers for Yumiko. He's building a lumber mill right in the face of Fly. Of course, if this comes through, there's a big blocking building, and that would create a nice choke for Yumiko, and that's why Fly is reacting so fast. Going in with the speed scroll, taking care of the towers, the lumber mill not being finished at the moment. Dispel everywhere. It's going for the beast. No, for the tower, actually. I confused the HP bar here a bit. But yeah, all the blocking buildings are gone. The lumber mill has been cancelled.
Alright, Speed Scroll runs out, Blade Master still level 2 only, not that threatening, but look at the Orc army, still basically full HP, SH still so much mana, and he can just A-click this fight it seems, and his damage output is going to be way superior. Yumiko has to kite, Yumiko has to retreat, towers are coming up again, but it's going to take a long time, and yeah, he has to abandon this. He has to abandon his campaign, and with the tower rush failing, that's the game being lost, and Yumiko is defeated by the World Champion.
Again, his story of losing to Orcs continues. In WCA, it was ZDR. Here it is this guy that you see on the stage. It is Fly, who is now in the playoffs with Infi, TH, Moon, and Shishi. Yumiko has to fight one of his best friends, his 2-on-2 ally, WFZ, in a human versus undead that we saw yesterday, and those games were amazing.
Yeah, the Dark Ranger second seemed like yesterday was the kind of answer to map number 2. But I'm pretty sure Yumiko thought about this ever since yesterday. And I'm pretty sure the smart guy that he is, he's gonna have an answer. But the thing I'm really surprised about with this series we just saw right there, I feel that Yumiko still was playing well, especially map number one. I still want to say map number one, I think, was perfect, basically. But after that, I think he did not like the dominant Yumiko we've seen before.
Yeah, maybe the pressure is on him now that he's the NWL champion. Well, usually it should be the other way around, that he feels confident after a big tournament win.
Was it his first one? Do you know that from the top of your head?
NISO 2014 was his first one. That was before WCA. No, after WCA. So I think December 2014 was his first big tournament win. Now the NWL his second one. Maybe he felt that coming into a tournament as a favorite doesn't really suit him so well.
Yeah, I mean, might be psychological, but it might just be a day kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have kind of an off day, sometimes you have an outstanding day. But when I think back about the games against Lawlight, for example, he just played every game perfect. It was just crazy. And against Infi as well. I mean, you casted the games, I think, if I recall correctly. He was just wrecking face in the NWL. It was, I thought through that performance he was the best player in the world. Today, I'm not so sure about that anymore.
Well, we'll see if he advances to the playoffs. Of course, it would be a big letdown for Yumiko if he loses this one. Versus WFZ, this is coming up. We're going to take a quick break here at Back to Warcraft, as the Chinese do as well. And we will be back with Undead versus Human for the last spot of Group B. Going into the playoffs, one of the two guys will be